I go live. I used to be able to go live all the time. Facebook Live, Instagram Live. That cut me all out. Totally cut me out. Never gonna go live again. Ask me 50 subscribers on YouTube. I'll be able to go live. That's all I need. Basically, once I get those 50 subscribers, and then I'll get those 50 subscribers, and then I'll be able to go live all the time, again, all over again, as many times as I have to, until I get locked out of that account, and then have to make an entire new social media for me. Then after I go live a million times, they'll give me the award a million times live, because ain't nobody going live that much, not even like Todd Lopez or anything. So I'm out here, beautiful day, walking the streets and shit. I want to talk to everybody. Everyone wants to know, like, what is it like being one of those people, like, who says, like, investors and shit. Like, what is it like to be one of those people that says, like, ownership and stuff? Like, ownership is not always accountability or whatever. Guess what? Some people are so fucking anxious, they have so much anxiety and stuff. Like, people are so crazy and stuff. Like, people are like, what is it like to be in finance and stuff? I'm just one that's telling the world and stuff. Half the world is finance, half the world is something else, but half the world is finance. I tell everybody. I want to tell the motherfucking world everything, but I can't, because one time they let somebody tell the world stuff through a microphone. Guess what happened? Everyone got pissed off that they could always hear this guy whenever he wanted, not when they wanted. It's about tuning in at the right time. It's about investors, it's about finance. You know what I mean? I'm out here, I'm doing a TED Talk out here on the street and stuff. But if you guys just missed that big protest or whatever, I was not a part of it. There's just a huge protest now. I'm about to smoke a cigar, hold on. I would say the most degraded statement or whatever of the version of what you could be saying. The statement and the questions they're in or whatever, when it comes to court and stuff, it doesn't really even matter. You just have your one set statement, then you're in court for like as if you said that entire statement once, and then not anything you say during the thing or anything. I'm just smoking a fat cigar on the side of the road. It's 15th Avenue. Come time when everybody gets their jet sandwich, and then and everybody gets their last word and stuff. Everybody stands there still as their last words got in. And they stand there tall, and they stand there strong and stuff. And to be psychological about it and stuff and everything. As you stand there knowing and stuff. You see where people lie, where people's game lies, and people's ball lies, where everyone's gaming and shit. Life is a game to some people, and you see where motherfuckers' points lie and shit. You know what I mean? That's what's really going on. Is that what's really going on? We don't really know, because guess what? You don't get to see where people's ball lies in some games. You gotta keep playing before you see where their ball lies, and then they keep playing, and then you keep playing, and then they keep playing, and then you keep playing before you saw where the end was. And everyone's to hustle towards the motherfucking end. And you also realize that, oh shit, I was at the point where I was just gonna see where I lie, and then other people were gonna keep playing no matter what. That's how it goes sometimes. Everyone knows. In a real fucking world and shit, the game life's not a game, but when you call it the game life, everyone knows you fucking playing around. It's time to fucking play and shit. It's a real fucking world. Everything legit, crazy. Superstars, the entire fucking universe. But one time I came down, I wanted to sit down and I wanted to have a little chit chat with someone. Instead, what I really did was give him a fucking playbook. I gave the motherfucking playbook on his life and shit. I told him everything he needed to know. And then, when I saw a motherfucker succeed, that's when I really knew, that's when I really knew. It wasn't because I gave him the motherfucking entire playbook of his entire life. It was because I sat down and saw where my ball laid, and they sat down and saw where their ball laid, and we were at two different increments, or two different intervals, and we were talking different. We were looking the same, but we were looking different. And what you really learn in these moments is where you're supposed to be, what your place is. Everyone's wondering, what's my place? And people don't know, where am I supposed to be? And at the end of the day, everybody figures it out, because everybody wants to know where they're supposed to be. Everyone naturally searches for what their natural spot is stuff. And people naturally wonder. And people go, well, okay, if I'm an 18 ball on the billiards track, and some people are at 9, 8, 7, 9, 10 billiard ball, and I'm blue, and they're green, purple, yellows. Or you can look at the other way. They're just green, and I'm purple, yellow, blue. One of them has options, one of them doesn't. So who really got the options here? And me being a natural settler, and naturally settling and not having the spot and everything, I saw that I was not the one with the options. In an opposite scenario, I was the one with the options. Let me talk about the opposite scenario. I was the one with the options. Okay, set up the world. 50% of the world is finance, because only one or two people have to make $1 million. So, and it just takes care of the world, because it's that money, and it's supposed to be handled financially by half the world. The other half of the world is either the one that made the money, or just other random shit in warehouses, and random shit in merchandisers, clerks, registers, telephone sales. You know what I mean? So what's the one with the options? It's the one that's not finance. I mean, and then finance is the one that's for sure. So I had options because I wasn't finance. I didn't really have options because I was in finance. I didn't really have tangibles because I was in finance. I didn't really have a lot of friends because I was in finance. But guess what? When you and your buddies and all your pals and stuff, and everybody wondering, hey, what's it gonna be? Because I've been sitting here settling, hands down, everybody wondering, and what I know is I'm not finance. But people around me, they say, well, okay, what you gotta do and everything, it's not up to me. Find your natural spot. When you find your natural spot, do you got options? No. Because your natural spot, it's natural. You fall into it like the river, like the roads of the river. Your optional spot, you might not have an optional spot, or you might have an optional spot. And then, what your options are, it's dependent on whether you're in an option spot or not. And you gotta notice, am I naturally receding into my natural spot, or am I in my option spot? Because when you're in your option spot, you're trading, you're delegating, and all this shit. You're choosing your spot, you're choosing your options and shit. And then, what it really basically spells down to is, what's it gonna be? Because we already know what half the world is, and we're still trying to figure the rest out. Thank you, yo. Thank you, bless up, because we wanted to figure that out the whole entire time. Now we know what we're gonna find. That's the end of the video. Thanks, yo.